Hey everyone, Draco Magnius here for another episode of Let's Play Ni no Kuni. In the last episode, we came here to the Temple of Trials to complete the Sage Trials, and we completed 2 of the 3, and now we're on to our final one. Actually, I should probably have done this off screen, but I'm going to get some MP back. Now, a little nervous, but I'm sure I can beat the guy. It's just I don't know if I'm going to do good, because so far, both of the times I've tried to fight the guy we're about to fight, I kind of got whooped hard. I mean, I beat him, but barely. It's time for the test of strength. Are you wimps ready? As I'll ever be. That's what I like to hear. Good luck in there. You'll need it. I love this so much, this next scene. So, where does the last trial take place, Master Solomon? In my special secret place. Watch this!
Door, up from the floor. Abracadabra.
Abracadabra. I love it. I wish he had more talking lines. I love King Solomon's voice actor. I'm sorry, not King Solomon. It's Great Sage Solomon. Supreme Sage Solomon, rather. Amazing! He conjured a door out of thin air! No. Weren't you listening to the spell? He conjured the door from the floor. You have to go through there, where we do the test of strength. It's a little place called the Solaceum! Tidy! You ready for the final test, Ollie boy? We have to pass it. We just have to. I'm ready. Come on, you guys.
This is the final trial.
This looks a bit flippin' serious.
What, were you expecting to look like a joke?
Jeepers!
This is a serious trial, Mr. Trippy. Come on.
Oliver, look!
Ladies and gentlemen, I give you the opponent of the Trial of Strength, Bashra, final test of the Temple of Trials. This guy is tough. And I am really bad at blocking his power attack. You'll see. So, we're going to start with Faye, because he is weak to water. Oh no, you don't. Oh, thank God, I finally managed to block Devastation. Usually he does that when I am in the middle of casting, or when I'm switching and don't have... Really? A gold glim already? Well, Faye's golden glim is just healing up. So, see, there's only one. Yeah, let's go for you, Thumbo. Oh, he's also done Devastation while I was in the middle of doing my gold glim stuff, too. That's annoying. Primal Roar! Boom. Oh, no! Oh, no, wait. No, that Soul Steal isn't going to hit me, but better safe than sorry. Defend. Oh, well, never mind. Pick that up. Part of me wants to get Thumbo out to do Sharpen, but at the same time I don't feel like I need to. Also, we don't want to be behind him. Drippy's going to tell us this, but, damn it. That's gonna happen a lot. Let's see, I blocked it once, though. That's good. Oh, no, Mind Over Matter's the one that doesn't do it. I think the other one he did, the Soul Snare, does Nyx, which... Nyx is annoying. It keeps you from casting spells, which makes fighting him with Faye immensely difficult. But Faye's almost out, too. We're gonna sharpen ourselves up, and... Yeah, never mind. I was worried about that, but it's okay. Either go wild or miss entirely because he ran away like a coward. Oh. Oi, Ollie boy! The beastie boy here has got a big old shield protecting his back, get it? Better give him a whacking from the front, I reckon. Like you've been doing. Uh-oh. To me? Okay, she healed herself. I was kind of worried. I should probably heal her. This is why we gave her the spear. She's got 1 MP, and I'm saving that for all my water balls. Sorry, water bombs. I don't know why, but Esther seems to love trying to be a tank with her spellcaster and her 1 damage she does normally. Which, I mean, is fine for me because I'm in a casting position right now, so it's all good. Alright, 1 more water bomb should take him out. And she didn't die once. Usually, she dies twice in this battle. So this is my best run of this so far. Didn't have to use the Phoenix Feather, so we got that for another challenging one that may or may not come in the future. I say may or may not because I don't know if we'll have much trouble with the other one. Whoa! Look at all them levels! And all that gold. Very nice. Very nice. Oh, and the Spirit of the Temple is also neat too. Let's see, Faye's got some decent gains. The attack is garbage, but we'll look over that. Esther, I'm not too keen on yours. Crummy attack gain, crummy magic attack gain, and you need that. And your magic defense, everything else is kind of okay. What about Go-Go? You gonna let me down? No, Go-Go's got decent with low evasion gain, but that's not that big a deal, I suppose. Because if I remember correctly, Go-Go likes ice cream, which is the evasion one. I'll have to look that up again. Actually, I don't have to. I almost forgot. I actually put that in one of my, papers I have down here. Which one was it? Here we go. Let's see. Yeah, oh yeah, I was right. Go-Go likes ice cream. I made sure that I would remember. Anyway, we got the page for Bashra. I know what you're thinking. Draco, why did you separate this into a second episode? It's gonna be really short. You already beat that. There's another reason. Don't you worry. Although this still might be a relatively short episode. We'll have to see. Heh, you passed the test of strength. And we've gotten the proof of strength. We did it, Oliver, we did it. We sure did. That's the last trial. You've passed them all. Oh, I got you a graduation present. Here. You've received the page describing the bridge spell. Useful. This will allow us to get to areas that we couldn't get to because there was a giant gap there. There's a place we can go in Ding Dong Dell that I do want to show, but we're not going to actually go to that area. I'm just going to make the bridge there. And I have to talk to, you know, Great Father Oak, so it works out. Received this page describing the Broom Broom spell, which is unfortunately kind of useless to us. I mean, maybe there's a use for it later in the game, but I don't think we're going to be using that for quite some time. I'm going to look in this book really quick just to take a quick look at the spell itself, because I believe the game actually marks out spells that you can't use, or that you don't use in the game ever, by making them a little grayed out, and I'm curious to see if this one is one of them. If it is, then it's definitely worthless for our entire journey. If it isn't, like, sort of grayed out, then, well, then we can use it at some point in the game. See, what page is Broom Broom? I should have left it up so I could look. Now I have to look through it. Broom Broom, Broom Broom. Page 69. My mind is so dirty. Actually, it doesn't look like it's grayed out. Okay, we can use Broom Broom at some point in the future. When that is, I do not know. New spells? Thank you very much, Master Solomon. Tidy! They look proper useful ones, too. Of course they are, stupid! I wouldn't give them rubbish ones, would I? Nothing, never mind. I didn't say anything. Anyway, it's time for the main event. My specialist subject, familiars. I'm going to teach you one of the secrets of creature taming. Creature taming? Ooh, that sounds interesting. Heh, You're a bit annoying, but at least you're enthusiastic. Okay, first let's talk about serenading. What's serenading? I'm just about to tell you, aren't I, stupid? It's something you can't do without a special instrument for a start. An instrument? So that means... Yep, leave it to me, Oliver. Good, because you're the only one that knows how to play an instrument out of the three of us. I mean, for all I know, Mr. Drippy can also play an instrument, but I don't know, and he didn't say, oi, I can play an instrument too, so I'm assuming he can't. I'm assuming Oliver can't, because he didn't bring that up either. I better give it... No. I better give it to you before we carry on. Umboba! Master? Oh, and it's a harp besides, and we know she can play a harp, so yeah, it's her.
Master.
Here, take this. It's called the Heart-Winning Harp.
It's so shiny.
Wow, it's beautiful.
You obtained the heart-winning harp. It's a lot stronger than what she has now. Well, it's stronger. Let's leave it at that. It's not just beautiful, it's useful too. You can play it to tame creatures and make them your familiars. It's probably easier to show you than explain. You're quite slow after all. I've prepared 3 creatures for you to tame. Pick one you like the look of. Oh, that was kind of slow. I'm giving you 3 familiars to tame. Pick one of the 3 you liked. It's better when I can actually see what the text is. Never mind, moving on. Yes, Your Honor. You can tame creatures during battle. Try it out with one of these. Don't look so scared, they're my pets. They won't attack you. Humph, wimps. I mean, we did just take out that big boss, right? I mean, we're not exactly in a good position. I'm pretty low on magic. But how do I tame them? Well, every now and again, when you beat a creature, it will be so impressed it will fall in love with you. If that happens, these yucky hearts will appear above its head like this. Aw, that's sweet. Ugh. Anyway, when you see the hearts, it's time for you to play a serenade. If you manage not to mess it up, the creature becomes tame and joins you as one of your familiars. That seems simple enough. It doesn't matter who beats the creature, it can still go all gooey and girly and lovey-dovey. But only you can tame it, Esther. So if we want a creature to join us, Esther has to play the song? I just said that, didn't I? Stop asking stupid questions and give it a try. Yes, Your Honor, but which one shall I pick? Why do we have to flip and pick? Can't he just give us the whole lot of them? The stingy old so-and-so? You know, Drippy is giving us one for free. We don't have to do anything. We don't have to pay him. We don't have to go on some long quest of unknown nature. He's just gonna give us one. I think that's good enough. I mean, would I like to get all 3? Sure. But I'm okay with just one. What's the matter? Spoiled for choice? Well, when you're finished moaning and groaning, just let me know which one you want me to give you completely for free. My point exactly. See, me and Solomon get it. Anyway, we have 3 familiars standing in front of us, so you know what time it is? It's bio time. He's going to explain the benefits of each familiar, but I want to actually go into detail about what they can possibly become, what other forms are, you know, just cause. Why not? First one, from Arcana, we have the Shonky Honker. These charming creatures, whom some believe are born from the hearts of music lovers, communicate via a series of... I don't know how to pronounce that, so I'm going to go with staccato parps from their shiny brass beaks. They have no weaknesses or resistances. They are born under the star sign and can be found near Castaway Cove. So technically, you can get this one, like, soon, actually. Because after we do some more stuff in the Shimmering Sands, we're going straight to Castaway Cove. Spoiler, but oh well, nothing we can do about it now. Anyway, they drop sandwiches and star drops. They can know Body Blast, Drowsy Drops, and Demon's Fury. That sounds impressive, Demon's Fury. Anyway, one of the forms it can become is the Sharper Parper. Creatures whose aptitude for music is without parallel in the natural world. This talent makes Sharper Parpers very popular in human communities. They have no weaknesses or resistance and is still born under the star sign. These can be found in the miasma marshes, and drop planet drops and planet crystals, which is weird considering it's a star sign, but I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter. They can know Yoo-Hoo, Petrifying Pulse, Trixie, Nixie, and more. Trixie Nixie is something that gets rid of, you know, magic. Well, it keeps people from casting spells. That's the basic draw of Trixie Nixie. So if you want a familiar that does that, bam, Sharper Parper. Anyway, next we have the Trumpy Pumper. Creatures with 2 additional brass horns that allow them to create music with greater harmonic complexity. They are also triply loud, of course. They have no weaknesses and resistances like the previous forms and are still born under the star sign. It is unknown where one would find them and unknown what they might drop, but they know Parp, Generator, Mighty Light, and more. And the last form of this one is the Honky Tonker. These creatures grow ruffs that are in fact pianos, allowing them to play complicated harmonic pieces without accompaniment. They have no weaknesses and resistances, and they are also born under the star sign like everything else. Unknown where you could find them, unknown what they would drop, but they can know Love Struck, Rockabye Baby, Twinkle Twinkle, and more. But now we go to the next one on the list. I'll see you there in just a moment. Next, we have the Boggly Boo. Though these creatures are not considered to be evil, they do have a childlike love of mischief. Their favorite trick is creeping up behind travelers and flicking their ears. They are weak to storm, and are born under the sun sign. They can be found near Old Smoky, however, and drop fluffy rice and sandwiches. Old Smoky is relatively close to where we are in the Shimmering Sand, so you can just go out and serenade one in the wild. Just throwing that out, that is a thing that can happen. Just keep that in mind when picking the familiar you want. They can drop fluffy rice and sandwiches. They know Enlighten, Fling Flame, and Thunder Spark. Now, other forms are the Bigger Boggle. Playful creatures that are very good at hide and seek. Their flexible bodies can be squeezed into the tiniest of crevices, making them almost impossible to find. They have a weakness to storm like the previous form and are born under the sun sign. It is unknown where one could find them, but they drop Blindness Begons and Pixie Dew. They can know Plasma Ball, Hot Huff, Crosswind, and more. Next we've got the Hoggle Boggle. These creatures strike enemies with their long sharp claws before slipping away to safety. The speed with which they hit and run makes them very tricky customers. Now, Hoggle Boggle is resistant to darkness but weak to storm and light, making it a type that has 2 different weaknesses, which is something that we don't see often. It is born under the Sunstein and can be found at Nevermore. It is unknown what they drop, however. They can know the tricks Thunderstorm, Ill Wind, Heat Ray, and more. And last on list of the Boggles, we have the Moggle Boggle. These cat-like creatures have a habit of thrusting their paws at any human they see. Feline fanciers claim this to be evidence that they enjoy human contact. They are weak to storm like all of the other forms and are born under the sun sign, also like the others. Unknown where you could find them, unknown what they drop, but they can know Thunderbolt, Healing Rain, Mighty Light, and more. And the last one of our list is going to come up after this. Lagoonade. These creatures derive their healing powers from the magical stones they carry. The stones themselves are said to disappear when their owner dies. They have no weaknesses or resistances, and are born under the Sunstein. They live in the islands south of the Summerlands, which is an area relatively close to here. I mean, all of these creatures you can get at any point in the game. Relatively soon, in fact. Lagoonade is just the farthest away, which I guess technically makes it the hardest to obtain because it's the furthest away from this current point, but not really. Anyway, they drop Poison Begons and Spring Water. They can know Healing Tears, Sea Stars, and Blunt. Other forms are the Seanade. Seanades make their home in coastal caves, where they can often be found using magic stones to cleanse and purify their bodies. They have no weaknesses and resistances like the previous form and are also born under the sun sign. These can be found at Shipwreck Shore and drop fish burgers and gust plumes. They can know Rise and Shine, which I believe is a res spell. Or maybe it's just to wake people up from being asleep, I'm not sure which. They can also know Sickly Spores, Healing Rain, and more. Next we have the Lesser Spotted Nade. Creatures said to hail from unspoiled island paradise, blessed with bountiful crops of juicy fruits and berries. It's little wonder they are rarely seen in the world of men. Same weakness and resistance, which is none, and same star sign. It is unknown where you could find them, but they drop Confusion Begons and Cappuccinos. They can know the Light of Life, which now that I think about it, that one might be the res one, Shower Curtain, Light Relief, and more. And the very last one on our list is the Greater Nade. Creatures whose tiny bodies glow with a divine radiance. They are known to carry magic stones with the power to heal even the most grievous wounds. So if you want a healer, that's what you're probably going to want to go for. Like the other forms, they share their weaknesses, resistances, and star signs, but it is unknown where you'd find them, unknown what they drop, but they can know Upsy Daisy, Rockabye Baby, Twinkle Twinkle, and more. And that does it, ladies and gentlemen, for our covering in the Wizard's Companion of these creatures. Now, he has something to say about each and every creature, Solomon, so I'm going to go to each and every one so we can hear them because I really like all these lines. Okay. That stupid looking one is called a Shonky Honker. It's got good defense and magical attack, and it can put enemies to sleep as well. It's a bit of an all-rounder, I suppose. You should definitely choose that one over the other two. They're rubbish. Okay. But, you know, even though the other two are rubbish, let's see what the other two are, just to get a good feel for them, you know? Boo! That one's called a Boggly Boo. It may have a stupid name, but it can scare the pants off people even worse than me. It packs a hefty punch, and can learn some pretty nasty tricks, too. If I remember correctly, it actually learned some MP draining tricks, which could be useful. But that's if I'm remembering correctly, I might not be. I did look these up, all of them, online, just to be sure of my decision. You should definitely choose that one over the other two. They're rubbish. Okay. Well, what about this one? Bwee! This cute creature is called a Nade, so there! It's not very good at normal attacks, but some decent magical ones, and it's a great healer, so it's helpful to have around. You should definitely choose that one over the other two. They're rubbish. So, to recap, we should choose this one over the other two, because the other two are rubbish. But we should also choose this one, because the other two are rubbish. But we should also choose this one, because the other two are rubbish. You know, first I'm going to heal up, not because, well, I just want to heal up, honestly. Anyway. Have you decided which one you want to be your new familiar yet? Yes. Ready? You might as well do it the same way you do it when you tame a creature in a normal battle. I also want to touch on this really quick. None of these creatures have a familiarity bonus with any player we currently have. Because the Shonky Honker is an Arcana, which none of us are good with. The Boggly Boo, I think, counts as Demona, which none of us are good with. And the Nade is of the Nymphae, which none of us are good with. In case you've forgotten, that means you have to beat the creature up and then get Esther to play a serenade on her harp. And don't wet your pants, I've told them not to attack you so you wimps don't get scared and run away. Now, to the battlefield! Another note to mention, I don't know why they do this exactly, because they've made it clear to us that even if Oliver attacks, they still have a chance of, you know, falling in love with us.